Yo, yo, yo. So listen, what's up, y'all? I have something unique today. Something unique. So I have a friend by the name of Vidoga. I'm saying that right?
Vigoda.
Vigoda. I'm sorry. I'm
Call me
sorry.
V in short.
V. Yeah. I was gonna just say V, but I wanted to like at least start with something. So yeah. So V. How you doing, man?
I'm okay. Well. I'm doing okay. No, I think today a few hours ago there was a missile attack, and
Mm-hmm.
they were fire, and the missile fell not far from here, 5 minutes from here,
Hey.
and it's burned a few cars in some public space.
Mm.
Excuse me, I have some noises that I also, I
Uh huh.
didn't say it, but if there will be an alarm, then I will not be able to. Then I will need to go to the shelter.
Okay.
So if you hear a noise, or I tell you there is a noise, then I will need to be. I will. Then I will not be for some 20 minutes or so.
Okay.
Yeah, but they usually do it when in the morning and then after and in the evening, not in the middle of the night.
Right.
So, where are we starting?
Okay, so
A
how was your
few.
experience over the last like 3 weeks?
Well, it started in an end of a holiday. It was just a morning, normal morning Sabbath, and 6 in the morning, and suddenly I was woken up with a siren, and I then gone to the safe space in my parents' house. I was visiting them for the holiday,
Mm-hmm.
and we found out that there was a mass invasion from the south from Gaza by Hamas. In the time being, we didn't know how much or what the hell is going on, or how it's supposed to be impossible. But later we found out all the details. There were more than 1,500 terrorists managing to cross the border with Gaza, and they got into many small cities, small villages, and small towns in the south, and they, excuse my language, butchered and grape, if you get what I'm saying, a lot of people, a lot of women. They burn people in their houses. They burn people alive, and they took a lot of hostages, and they also filmed it. You can see it for yourself. Of course, in the first 2 days, me and my family were in denial of all of this. We were shocked. We were thought that we were living in a nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
And they also said that probably some terrorists, even I'm not living in the south, but they said that some terrorists managed to get even deeper than the south. They managed to get to the area of the country that I'm living at.
Mm.
So,
Dang.
in any case, a lot of people are in the days after that. A lot of people were harnessed in food in their houses, preparing for the wars, and even buying weapons like knives and well, I don't have like we don't have guns here. People don't the
Mm-hmm.
citizens here, unlike the USA, don't have guns in their home. Unlike
Right.
in the USA, we don't buy you don't get gun like you get candy.
Right. Right. God.
Yeah, and in any case, like I said, a lot of people were getting everything they could from the supermarkets, and people were starting to prepare. And also, we got in a few days, we got all the details about all the people they killed. They killed the terrorist they killed more than 1,400 people, and right now around 5,000 people are fighting for their life in a hospital. So in one day, in a few hours, they managed to kill more than 1,400 people, innocent people that just a lot of them are babies, are women. Also, they you can see it in their videos. They chopped a lot of people's head off and babies off their heads, and took their headless body as a trophy, as a human trophy. Also, they took a lot of hostages into Gaza. They, if not mistaken, it's now the estimate number of hostages that they have in Gaza. It's 242, I think, if I'm mistaken, around that number. And it could be just people that they killed and took their bodies into Gaza and took the cellulars, and that's maybe some of the, but still we have a lot of cases that we know for sure that they film it. They film of them capturing whole families in their houses, of their abusing the people of those families, of them. We at the same time that they invaded in 6 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
There was a party. Like you you do
Oh, you're talking about
you
that
wrap it.
festival?
Yeah, festival.
Yeah.
Some hippie, not hippie party, a festival in the
Yeah.
desert. So those guys, and let me tell you something. My cousin were there, and she barely made it alive. And she told me that they were in that time. We thought that we are talking about just 10 or 20 terrorists, but she told us that there were hundreds of terrorists shooting them and butchering them, and a lot of people died next to her, and she hid in the bushes, and she barely made it out alive of this carnage festival.
Wow.
Yeah, she lucky for her, she was rescued.
Mm-hmm.
But in any case, there is a lot of them. From what we know, not from it, from what from yeah from excuse me, from they when the after a lot of them, after the terrorists kill a lot of the people,
Mm-hmm.
they grape a lot of the women next to the corpses of their dead friends. There is there is also videos out there of the terrorists mutilating our women and kidnapping them, and I don't want to imagine what kind of sick stuff they do to them in Gaza.
Mm.
Okay, so and that's also they
Wow.
talked about that when they broke first of all about how they managed to broke to our to from Gaza to here. They planned this over a year ago, and they from what I know, they said when they broke, like I said, they did it in a Sabbath day, in a holiday, and it was a holiday in general, so were not many soldiers watching in the border. So they used that, and they massacred all the soldiers in their garrisons. We are still not sure how they managed to do it, but barely soldiers were got almost no soldier was standing alive after that in those garrisons next to the border.
Wow.
I saw in myself a picture of them putting all the dead soldier, all of the dead soldiers that they shot where they were unarmed in their barracks. They put them in how you say it, you know, in a pile.
Mm. Okay.
Okay, so yeah, also we probably have soldier hostages, but from what I know, the full majority is citizen hostages. And again, those are just people that will just go and living in their small home. They literally took half or full families as hostages, if not massacred them, of course.
Mm.
And like I said, you have videos and pictures of this that were shown in the media, so I don't need to tell you that. And please don't show those videos here because I will not be able to take it, honestly.
Oh no, no, I'm not showing any footage or anything.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yes, just
not,
making sure. I know.
yeah, yeah, nah,
Yeah,
nah. Either way, both sides. I'm not showing any footage because because as an unlicensed like media outlet, I guess, like they just demonetize my video. Like that's immediately what they'll do. They're
yeah,
like,
I
oh,
know. It
oh
was dumb. It was dumb for me even to say that, but still, it just
yeah.
in the 2 day, like I said, in the 2 3 days, first 2 3 days, I was not even able to talk about this anywhere, and from people with outside Israel,
Mm-hmm.
because you nobody imagined that this is impossible. This is possible. If you talk with me
Mm-hmm.
a month ago and ask me if this stuff is possible, is I will tell you that you are nuts. But uh,
Okay.
literally got our with our pants down, quote unquote, and managed to do this to us. From what I know, it was a combined attack in terms of cybers, sabotaging. You know what? I don't know exactly the details, so uh, maybe after this war will all be over, then we will know the details.
So I guess my question to you now is okay. So what are so is that your regular everyday right now? Like what's it like right now? Because that was when it first happened. What's it like right now?
Okay, right now I am in my parents' house. I'm keeping watch over my mother, and
Hmm.
they say that there is maybe still a terrorist that made it out of Gaza, and also there is rioting in Judea and Samaria, or what you call West Bank or Palestine, whatever. And we are in general here. We are preparing in a case that we will need to stay in a shelter if you will have mass invasion from there, and terrorists will come from there to us. Of course, it's a reach to be prepared for it, but still, after what we saw in those 3 weeks, it's ne- it's never it's okay to be it's a requirement to prepare like this.
Hmm.
We have in here at least we have in my parents' house a safe space. It's like a bunker in the house that we can be in it whenever we have whenever we hear a siren of missiles that are getting shot from Gaza on us, we run to the safe shelter.
Mm.
Yes, in every modern Israeli house, you have a shelter. Well, in here we call it mamad. We have a shelter in every, like I said, in every modern house that's supposed to
Wow.
protect you from missiles. And from what I know, the door is supposed to handle bullet shots. So if a terrorist will break in our house, at least we will have that. And also we have sandbags ready for to to put in case the bullets will penetrate the door, and of course also to use as a bathroom. Of course we have right now water running. We have normal stuff, But from what I know, there's going to be shortages later, probably in the continuation of this war.
Mm. Okay,
Okay, and
so
inside the safe, inside the bunker that I have here, we
mhm,
also have. Well, I don't have a gun, unfortunately, but I have a knife, an army knife, and a hammer. So, if a terrorist will manage to penetrate the door, I will penetrate him with my hammer and knife. Yeah,
that sounds
yeah,
the hammer part sounds so crazy. I get the knife. I get the knife. The hammer.
yeah.
I'm
It's maybe sound to you funny, and I say it in a funny way, to have to get some positive stuff to this. But
yeah.
you had cases that people in the south some people that survived managed to lock their safe space and pretend
Mhm.
that they are not at home. We are not living in the south, but still, we can have
Mhm.
this kind of invasion from some Judea and Samaria, and you can have a terrorist going, doing like going to buildings and quote unquote purifying, how you say it, going to building and taking out every person that you have in the building. That's
Mhm.
what we saw in small villages in the south. So again, we are preparing for that. Also, some people are, from what I saw, here there's somebody selling machetes and stuff,
Mm.
and probably are going to get me a taser in a day or two.
Yeah, yeah. You should definitely get the taser. The taser is
Yeah,
very useful.
yeah. Of course, you know how much it's going to do against a person with a gun.
I
Hmm.
mean, granted, yes, granted, yeah, yeah. That's factual.
Yeah, and also, now the army started the invasion or reconquest of Gaza. So from what I know, the Arabs in Judea and Samaria are starting to riot more and more. And also we
Mhm.
have in the north, we have Hezbollah in the north. If you
Mhm.
know, Hezbollah is the organization that runs Lebanon, the terrorist organization, and they started shooting missiles at us. Okay, and they also try to sneak some of their people from the border. They not try to full on broke into our border, but still. So you also had some people going from the north temporarily, and also of course from the south, staying in hotels. How you say it? Evacuated.
Mm. Okay.
Get me? Okay, so you have
Um.
more questions?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I definitely have more questions. Okay. So with that being said, and with you guys' main problem being Hamas, the organization of terrorists, right? Hamas being
Yeah.
why go so hard on the people of Gaza in general? Like that's like is it fair to even blame them and bomb like could some of those people are just regular people too, you know?
First of all, let me tell you something. Unfortunately, the Hamas use the people of Gaza as a human shield. Okay, and first, in every round that we have in Gaza, in the last 20 years, the Hamas use the people there as human shield. You know what? Excuse me for a second.
Mhm.
Just turn the air conditioner off. In any case, they are use human. They use the population as human shield. They have they built tunnels under hospitals and schools. Right now, one of their headquarters is under a hospital that they blame that we attacked. Of course, we didn't attack that hospital. They launched a missile and accidentally fall into the hospital. But never mind that. That's why we are so bad to the Gazans. But you know what? Let me remind you something. Those people
Hmm.
are, most of them identify with Hamas. Also,
But
the
how can you just blatantly say like, oh, like they identify with Hamas, like
they voted
identifying
him.
with
You
someone
know the
being
Hamas.
like, hmm?
What?
No, okay. So what I'm gonna say is identifying with someone like as in like relating to them because they're from where you're from is different from actually like how do I put this? Like actually like showing
What?
like actually like support full blown supporting that person. And you can't.
Bro, let me explain something to you. The Gazans
Yeah.
are Hamas is in charge of Gaza. Okay, they elected Hamas in 2005. Okay, they elected them democratically. They elected a terrorist organization. Okay, and in
What is
general, the Hamas
wait,
they
so
are
what
all
is the
sympathize with Hamas. Most of them, at least.
so what's that Palestinian committee then? Like the Palestinian Authority? Um
Though the Palestinian Authority is base is first of all the Fatah or the Palestinian Authority, if you want. They in charge of Judeans and of certain areas of Judea and Samaria. Okay, in Judea and Samaria, you have three types of areas: Area C, Area B, Area A. Area C, which is around 70% of Judea and Samaria, is controlled and governed and settled by Israelis. Of course, also in it is Jerusalem. But in any case, that's Area A, and Area B and Area C is the areas that the Palestinian Authority have. They have their autonomy, not a
mhm.
state, not a country. They have certain autonomy in those small areas of Area B and Area C. Well, if I want me to be accurate, Area B is well, the army has stuff in it and influence, and you know what? Stick with Area C. Okay, so most of Judea and Samaria is under Israel, well, Israel control, and they just have an autonomy. And the reason that Abu Mazen, the leader of the Palestinian Authority, is still alive is because of us. Okay, the second we pull out of Gaza, we are going to get a Hamas 2.0. That's what we're going to get there. Okay, and also he's also a terrorist supporter, but we'll get to this later. Okay, and let me go back about the people of Gaza. Again,
Mhm.
they elected the Hamas. They support his ideology. In the end of the day, even I know that there are a lot of the people that don't like him, but still, they are his citizens. You know, it's like in Ukraine, some that it's like in the Russian-Ukraine war. The Russian would hide under their Russian citizens. What you're going to tell me? What and it's like, and then you're going to say to the Ukrainians why you are so bad to the Russians. It's not their fault. Only the only the Russian government. It's their they choose that government.
That's okay. That still doesn't mean like that's the dynamic, that's the dynamic equivalent of, oh,
And
okay.
again, we don't want to we don't want to hurt them. You know, let me tell you something. In all of our conflicts until now, we tried to minimize as we can citizens casualty. Of course, a lot of the Hamas claims that a lot of his terrorists are civilians. So it's a lot of the civilians deaths that a lot of the so-called civilians that you see that died are actually terrorists. But never mind that.
I mean, I the images I seen were like there was a lot of there's a lot of younger people there, like kids and
Again,
like
we tell them to go out of the area that we are attacking. We and we try to minimize the casualty, but it's not our problem that the Hamas uses them as human shield. If the Hamas is not, the Hamas is shooting rockets from their houses, is using them as literally as a human shield, is hiding in hospitals and using them as bases and under them and make bases under them. So again, it's not, it's if you want to point a finger here, then point it on the Hamas, not on us.
But them using them as human shields, whether they're knowledgeable of being a human shield or not, that doesn't make it like okay to just off all those people because they're in the
We are
land.
not offing those people, all of those people. We are just trying to get to the Hamas, and we are trying to get our hostages back.
But
We played with them a number of times and tried to be gentle with them. Now, after what they did, they need to pay. Okay. Now
but
now we are going to abolish the Hamas.
but that's what's gonna literally make Hamas 2.0 because you're literally
No,
going in there and you're wrecking shop on people that some people
no.
weren't even necessarily like your adversary. So now
First of all,
no
most
no
of
no
the
'cause-
people.
no wait hold on. So look, so that's part of the problem that we learned that America learned when in being in the Middle East. We were bombing these places or whatever. We're killing these people, but we're having this collateral damage. So thus, we're creating this like basically what is a cycle of hatred. You know what I'm saying? Because you've literally killed somebody's mom or their brother or their dad.
Bro, first of
They're
all,
no wait, hold on. Let me just finish because I'm talking about
okay,
America
okay,
now.
sorry.
Yeah,
Just
I'm talking about
passionate
America
about this.
now. Yeah, I'm talking about America now. Like
Yeah.
it created this cycle of hatred. So then we created a space where some people were like, you know what, I want revenge. I'm going to go join the terrorist organization to get revenge on America because they killed my dad, mom, etc. You know, like it it creates a vicious cycle, and that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that with you guys, it's kind of like the same thing that's being played out. You know what I'm saying? And you can't it, it's weird. Like I get that you guys are defending yourselves, and I'm not gonna like down anybody like trying to defend themselves and trying to like take out terrorists. I'm not gonna do that. I'll never say that. But what I don't want to see is you guys end up repeating the mistake that we made, and now you have even more enemies. You
Let
know.
me explain something to you. The people of Gaza are already our enemies. Let me explain to you what the language they are understanding. They, like the Middle East, and in here in here the language is pain and power. Okay, that's what they understand. Okay, if you have power, then no, then they will not miss with you. If you show them no weakness, then you will ask for trouble. Okay, now about what you said, let me explain something to you. We are not going to create a Hamas 2.0. We are going to reconquest Gaza, take out the Hamas, and what we're going to do after that is we're going to. I hope that we are going to make them migrate. Most of them migrate from Gaza, and then bring all the people all the Jews that lived in Gaza before 2005. We are going to bring them back. I hope that we will do that. And you said that you as the USA. Let me remind you that those are our neighbors. We can't have a terrorist like ISIS as our neighbors. Unlike you, we don't have a giant ocean separating us from them. Okay, we don't have that, and we are not going to have this ISIS terrorist group as our neighbors, especially after what they did.
So okay.
They You heard let me tell you this. You heard the sentence "never again"
From who?
when people were talking about the Holocaust and they say "never again." So
Yeah,
again, so I also say on this, never again. They're not. We are not going to live in terror because of them, and we are going to probably, like I said, finish up the Hamas, and like I said, I hope that we will manage to kick all of them. Will make them all move from Gaza. A lot of them want to move there anyway, and it's
okay,
and you know what? If you want to be honest, and also it's not their land anyway. What? You said you are acting like I said something crazy or something.
no, you said a lot, you said a lot, you said a lot. All right, so where do I start?
You want to show the video that I sent you?
No, no, no. I'm not gonna play somebody else's video in during
No,
my
no,
video.
it's not some YouTuber. It's a video. It's a video that explains the conflict. It's quick and you have
But it is,
English
but it's a
alphabet in it.
YouTube video.
So
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm trying to avoid getting copyright claim, and that's not like
okay,
yeah,
sorry.
yeah, yeah,
It's a
yeah.
very it's from more than a decade ago, but still it's explain.
People have done it. People have done it for less. People have done it for less. And I'm
Okay,
still on yeah, I'm still on whatever. The community whatever it is. Like I still got like 60 days left before my stuff expires and then I'm back as a normal channel. Um with that
okay.
being said, so you want to uproot all those people and move them to where? Like where would those people even go?
First of all, a lot of them are already a lot of young people are migrating through the access to Egypt through Sinai. They and from Sinai, they some of them migrate to Europe, some of them migrate to let's see to North America,
So they
and I don't care, just kick them out.
so they can't live there. You just because of who they are, they can't live there.
Look, they are terrorizing us. They are a threat to our existence, and first of all, they're not supposed to be there in the first place. If you want to be honest, it's not their land. And
So
you said uproot. You talk like they are some kind of plant.
no, I'm talking about when you have a group of people that've been living in a place for years, regardless whether they were meant to be there or not. Because technically, the same thing could be said about black people in America. We
How?
technically we technically this is not our land. If Native Americans like if Native Americans wanted to say, "Yo, we want all the black people, we want all the white people, we want all the Mexican people, we want them up out of here because this ain't even your land. You weren't even here. Like go back to where
First
you
of all,
go back to
you are comparing.
no, it's the same.
No,
Even though it's been longer in
no,
time,
bro.
it's still the same, it's still the same principle. It's still the same principle.
No. First of all, you are comparing two different kinds of state. Israel is not a state of migrants that everybody could be a part of it if he believes some ideology. Okay.
But here's the no, but here's the thing though. Here's the thing though. I said the Native Americans, they were already here. They had their own nation, their own thing. I'm
Bro,
talking
if
about
you want to
them.
compare this
They
story
had
to the
no,
Native
they had
Americans, then I'm the Native Americans, not them.
but
Okay?
no, I didn't say that. I said that we, the immigrants, are the Palestinians, and the Native Americans would be you guys, the Israels, like saying, "Yo, you got to just leave, get the heck up out of here, and go where?" You know what I'm saying? Like,
First of all, if you looked, they have
that'll
enough
be the
countries
simplest.
that could, they have enough Arab countries, enough Arab Muslim countries next to us that can take them if they wanted to. But of course, they're using them as a weapon against us. After the War of Independence, they used them. They didn't let them join the their countries after as citizens. They kept them as refugees. Okay, so they could. How I say it? You know, I sent you. I'm going to send you a number of videos. You can see it for yourself.
Just
But in the
look,
short,
but that the way look, I'm just telling you, like the way that you guys are talking about other human beings, okay, that
yes, they're human beings. So
that might not have necessarily done anything wrong to you. That's not
bullshit,
okay.
bullshit. You know how many people they raped, how many people they massacred,
No,
how
no,
many.
that's you're talking about you're talking about the terrorist people.
No, I'm
I'm
not just
talking
talking
about
about
the
the Hamas.
rest of them.
I'm talking about,
You're telling
bro.
me the whole Palestinian, all of them are
No,
evil, all
but
of them are
there
bad.
are no, but they are raised to be bad. You know, the same thing that you can say about Nazi Germany. You know, a lot of Nazis were just you had a lot of kids in Nazi. You had kids in Nazi Germany. You have women in Nazi Germany, but still, they are raised to hate us, and they are afraid to our existence. And
So
again, it's not they
you
don't have a right to the land.
so you fundamentally believe that there are kids there's a mass preponderance of kids over there that just hate your existence.
First of all, they hate my existence because that's what they are raised to be. Okay, they raise their
So
kids
no, that's what
from
I'm
a young
that's
age
what I'm
to
asking
hate
you. I'm
Jews.
saying that they're teaching that they're all of them, they're teaching their kids that in mass, like
And I don't know if all of them,
over
but they
half,
are, but a
over half.
majority of them hates us. First of all, every Arab that call himself a Palestinian, in my eyes, is a racist. Okay,
Why?
why? First of all, for Palestine, it's a Roman name. First of all, okay, before there was never a country or a kingdom called Palestine here. Okay, okay, the whole existence as an ethnicity is a joke. It's like calling the Ku Klux Klan an ethnicity. They are just a hate group. You know, it's like I will tell you why you don't give the Ku Klux Klan a state of their own inside the USA. The same thing with them.
The who?
The Ku Klux Klan, the KKK. It's like I would ask you why you don't give the Ku Klux Klan. You know what? Let me give this in a better metaphor. It's like I would ask you if you think if the I will tell you will tell me that the Ku Klux Klan is all of them are bad, and I will tell you, but they have kids. Are their kids are bad? Okay,
So
well, their guys are they grow on violence toward Jews and hatred toward Jews. Okay, that's what they are teaching. That's what they teach them in Gaza. That's why they teach them in the
okay,
Palestinian areas in Judea and Samaria.
oh, okay,
They teach them in their schools that they are.
your your pers- your your perspective on scaling is like okay, let me help you out. So the dynamic equivalent of that is for me to be mad. So Ku Klux Klan, they did terrible things to black people. I would then
You want me to get into all the
no.
barbaric
So
stuff that
listen.
those animals did?
Yeah, so hold on. So listen. Ku Klux Klan, they're bad. I'm not gonna disagree with that. I wholeheartedly agree. But the dynamic equivalent of that, which is what you're doing, is I then supersede that and go, I now hate all white people. Like
What?
the vast majority of white people are raised to be racist, and they don't like black people. That's what
How
I
we
would have
get
to
to
say.
that? How are we talking about white people?
That would have to be my next conclusion to end up where you are
What?
logically. But I'm not
What
there.
bullshit, bro?
Huh?
Let me explain something to you. I'm not saying this because I think that it's a fact. All the Arabs that call themselves Palestinians. Okay, first of all, I'm not hating them because they are Arab. I'm not hating them because they are Muslims. First of all, they call themselves Palestinians. They want my land. They want they want to genocide me. Okay, when they seen through the from the river into the sea, free Palestine, they are talking about kicking me. They are talking about doing what they did in the south in all over Israel. Okay, when they say from the river to the sea, they are saying from the Jordan River to the Mediterranean Sea. In other words, like I said, what they and again, all this barbarism that you saw from them, they are raising by Hamas to it, and also in the Palestinian Authority. I can send you videos that you see them, how they talk about gays, how they talk about how they behave in general. You know, if you, it's very
So
easy to talk from the comfort, from safe and comfortable USA. If you've been in my shoes, you will probably say way
it,
worse thing. And
no,
I'm
it's
to, and I,
not
I'm
just
not, and let me say, I want to
it's
say
not.
something to you guys, bro.
Go
Look,
ahead.
let me remind you something. When I say it the same time, when I've been to the army, I served with Arabs. Okay, and in one of my ex jobs, I worked with Arabs, and I didn't have a problem with them as long as they don't say call themselves Palestinians, and as long as they don't have anything against me, I don't have anything against them. Okay, the Arabs who call themselves Palestinians, they and throw their terrorist flag. They're it's like when they it's like somebody will say to you, I am Ku Klux Klan. What and why do you? You know, it's like why I ask you why you hate somebody that say that see himself as Ku Klux Klan member. Okay, that's a okay. That's is the metaphor that what you
You're
ask me.
telling
Why do
me
you think why you have a problem with they calling themselves Palestinian?
over 2 million people are equivalent to, like, those, that Palestinian group, that 2 million people, all of them,
In
all
Gaza
two
alone, you
million
have around 2 million.
share the same mindset, and they're all basically Hamas. They're all basically
No, I'm not saying that they all share. No, bro, please don't. Okay,
no,
let
no, no,
me.
no, no. But I mean, just
I
let
didn't
me
say that.
No, no, no.
Don't
So
put
let me
stuff
finish.
in my
Let me
word,
finish.
in my
Let
mouth,
me finish.
okay?
Let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish real quick. So you're saying that. Not, let me just let me scratch the Hamas thing. Let me scratch that. But you're just saying that they all hate you. So it's okay. It's okay that we bomb the living crap out of them. It's okay that we cut off the water, we cut off the gas, we cut off the electricity, we cut off the internet. Like, it's okay that we did all these things. It's
Bro,
okay
we
that
are at war.
aid was not able to
We
go
stop
in.
playing games. We are at war with them. They have our hostages. They are abuse them right now. And if they want their
You're at war
water
with
back,
two
then
million
give us our
people.
hostages, for example, for a start.
You're at war with 2 million people, or Hamas.
You know, when you were in World War II, you were in war with all of Germany, with 40 million
No,
people.
we were
So
not. We were not at war with all of Germany. We were at war with the government and the regime and the people that actually supported it,
the
not
government
other
is
people.
the people in
No,
that case,
dude,
and in this right
there,
now.
there's documented stuff, and whether you go back to any war, there's some people that support the people that came in there. There's some people that
Yes,
actually
of
like
course,
them.
there are some people that is against, but let me tell you something. First of all, the Hamas execute every person that gives him problems, and let me tell you other thing. A lot of people say a lot. We got a messaging that the Hamas shoots Arabs shoot Palestinians that are trying to get away from the danger from the north of Gaza that we are active right now.
So okay,
Okay, the Hamas shoot them because they want to stay because they want to leave. Okay,
okay.
you have
But
you talking
that
about
makes the organization bad. That doesn't make those people bad because they can't defend themselves and they're stuck in a catch 22. It's either they deal with Hamas, or or you know what I'm saying, and just play
or
ball,
leave, or leave.
or no, they can't leave. You just said they'll kill them if they leave. In that situation,
The
or they
Hamas
stay
is
there.
trying to make some people stop from going, but already, let me explain something to you. Already, more than a million of them, or around or close to million of them, moved to the south Gaza Strip. Okay, okay, the reason that we are not going to give them water or electricity, because we want to pressure them to give us a hostage back. That is war. They started a war against us, and now they are going to pay. We are going to.
So because Hamas chose to do terrible things, now that entire group that lives there must pay for those
It's their
people's crime.
government. It's their leaders. Okay,
That's
give us if they want us to stop, then give us our hostages. You
But
want
what if they're just
you want
regular
water?
people and
Give
they
us our
don't know where the
hostages.
hostages are? You're talking about like you go up to a kid, yo, where's the hostages? I don't know. He's a kid. Of course he
Bro,
doesn't
you have
know.
videos of them are doing festivals after with are screaming and celebrating after the massacre they did, of people in the street celebrating and are happy. So
I
after.
I have not I have not seen a video of them celebrating.
I
Y'all
saw.
that no,
In general,
I have
a
not
lot of
seen it.
a lot of times that they manage to pull up a terrorist attack. Usually in Gaza and also in the Palestinian authorities, they celebrate in the streets. Okay, they see the terrorists as murderers. They see them as shaheeds. They see them as their idols. Okay, and let me explain something to you. Look, I'm not saying that everybody in Gaza is a Hamas supporter, but most of them are. Most of them sympathize with the Hamas, and most of them want to annihilate us. Okay, that's what they were raised
Most
from a small age.
really most I think most people just want to live a good regular life.
Bro, with all due respect, I think I know them better than you. Okay,
I
they
you're literally telling me because when you say most, that's more than half. You're telling me more than half of them are like, yo, let's get rid of all them Israelis.
Let's get rid of all the Jews, but yeah, get rid of all the Israelis. Yes, but most of them, in some degree, want to put an end to the Jewish state.
That's a question that's being asked.
What?
It's on the screen.
Okay. In jail in Israel? What? You know what? Just a second. I would look in. I see it in my phone. Just let me see what some. Okay, first of all, we don't have Palestinian kids in jail. Okay, those are terrorists. Okay,
So
if somebody 17 is trying to run with a knife with you and try to stab you with that, then A is going to get a bullet in the head. B is if he stay alive, then he goes to jail.
I don't think
But you know what? In
that's
general,
why no
they
that's
try.
why no that's why I use the American example of when we were over there in the Middle East and Afghanistan
Like
and
I
all that
told you, bro,
because
we don't have an ocean
hold on
separating us from them.
wait let me just fully say what I'm gonna say before you respond. What the reason why I use that example is because when when you come into an area where people call it their home, whether
I
it's
can. Excuse
whether
me.
you know, listen, just let me finish. Whether you recognize it as their home or not, they have buildings there, they live there, whatever. When you come into an area like that, right? and you've already done harm to those people,
They done
most of those
harm to
people are
me.
going to be aggressive towards you.
Bro, they are
They're gonna
aggressive
see you as
towards
a
me.
they don't know if you're gonna kill them or not. So
Bro,
yeah,
let me explain something to you.
they might run at you with a knife because they don't know.
They
They don't
run
know
with a knife
what
because
you're
they
doing.
learn to murder Jews. That's what the people are. That's what they are told to. They are told from a young age about jihad. You know what? I have a video about that Ben Shapiro post. I'm going to send you after we finish this. Watch it. You see it in from young age. They talk about stabbing Jews and about jihad. Okay, like I told you, there is a reason that I compared the so-called Palestinian nationality to the Ku Klux Klan. There is a reason.
Ben Shapiro shouldn't be used as source material, but that's a
Yes,
conversation.
he showed video. He didn't,
That's a conversation for a whole nother day, man.
bro. First of all, he showed he was not the source. He showed the videos of them making kids practice with a gun with little children. Okay,
Like
and also about the
an adult that already doesn't like you practice made kids, like he's basically instilling his mentality into people.
bro. If I'm going to,
That doesn't make the child inherently bad. That child had a bad upbringing. That doesn't make them bad.
yeah, bro, I don't care about his upbringing. If this kid is trying to kill me, okay, first of all, I will try to take him out. If I have a chance to take him out without annihilating him, okay, then okay. But still, you know, they usually they use a lot of children for their terrorist attacks. We have even a case that some terror Islamist made some 8-year-old to take a knife and try to and run to stab soldiers with it. Okay, there is a lot of barbarism and violence in their culture. Culture. Okay, you know, it's if you were like I said, bro, it's very easy to say all this EP stuff that you said from the warm and cozy USA. Okay, in
I
here you don't. In here you look in the
listen,
reality in the face. In here you
li-
don't.
listen,
Okay,
listen.
I no. I want to explain to you
No,
also something, bro. Look,
even even here in America, when we have our own problems and our
you
own
have honor
atrocious stuff going
killing.
on,
You have honor killing in America. You
it's
have
not.
circumcision from women for women in America.
Look, again, like I'm trying to say, even with our own problem, you
They
can't
have.
you can't go. All I'm saying is what's being done now will not yield you and will not yield you the result that you are desiring. It's not gonna get you where you're trying to go. I can tell you that with a fact, firm fact. It doesn't work.
We should see.
Communication.
You know, actually, you know what? If I let me say something, I
Hmm.
think that actually the way that you're trying to tell me to try to show them weakness, that's what we did. Okay, we tried to be nice to them. We made a arrangement that some people in Gaza, even under the Hamas control, that said that he want to annihilate us in his charter, even that we let some people from their work for us, okay, to get some money for the house for to get some money,
Hmm.
okay. And what they did, you know, one of the things that we discovered that the Arabs that were coming to work for us in the south, they Hamas used them as spies, okay, to see where is the villages that they are targeting and how many people is there and who and what is there. And again, bro, you know, let me remind you something. In World War II, in World War II, before World War II, you had also people in the West that said, let's be try to be nice to the Nazis, man. Then they will not hate us. And look what, and that's a kind of thinking. Look, because of that, you had World War II. Okay,
No, that's
those
completely
people when
no,
they
no, no.
see
So listen,
weakness, they they uh, they see what you suggest
no,
to me right now is they see it as weakness. Okay,
no, listen,
just
listen,
that
listen.
is
That thing
promoting
with
their barbarism.
the thing. Okay, first of all, historically speaking, that thing with World War II. Yes, should they have done something sooner? Absolutely. However, that group of people also was armed, had vehicles, had a whole industrial complex behind them, like
So
tanks and all that. They had all that raw material. So they would have had to literally go to war against them.
you know why they
It's
had
not.
all
It,
this
this isn't
powerful.
necessarily. This isn't necessarily war like that. You know what I'm saying? Like Ukraine and Russia, that's war because they have similar tools going back and forth at their
Bro, they
disposal.
also have guns and stuff. Let me
No,
explain
no,
something to you. The reason
guns.
that the
Okay,
Germans
listen,
managed to
listen.
get so strong is because the Europeans didn't stop them. They had also almost a decade to stop them every step of the way, but they didn't. Okay? We are not going to let
Germany
Hamas get
already.
stronger and become a literal threat to us. They already did enough of damage. And of course, because if we will not put them in their place, then we will also get we'll also get a similar stuff like this from Hezbollah. We will also get similar stuff, similar invasions like this from the Arabs in Judea and Samaria. Okay, this is if we will not if we will not make an example out of them right now, this will be the start of our end. Okay, you in the Middle East you cannot show weakness. What you're telling me, try to be nice to them. We tried that already multiple
I,
times,
I'm.
and it's
I'm not.
all
I didn't. I
tata.
didn't ask you to be nice. I asked you to be ethical. That's all I asked. I didn't
Whatever.
ask you to be
They see
nice.
it as
I
weakness.
asked you
Okay,
to
they
be
don't think like
ethical.
you and me. You need to get it. Okay, they don't think like you and me. Okay, they see all what you're trying to be nice to them or ethic or whatever you want to call that. They see it as weakness. Okay, that's how it goes in the Middle East. Okay, we are surrounded. Unfortunately, it's maybe how I say it. We are both different in our views in a lot of things, but in the end of the day, we are both civilized Westerners. They are not Westerners. They have stuff like honor killing, like female circumcision. Ask your the queen woman in the comments. Ask her what is honor killing, what is circumcision. Maybe she can tell you what it is. Well, I can tell you. Of course, I can tell you, but I don't want to make you vomit on when you're alive. But
So
in any
okay.
case, they have honor killing. They have they. I don't need to tell you what they do. The gays, what of the violence and barbarism that you have in Arab culture. Okay, and you know what? You first, like I said before, in any case, it's not their land anyway, so they're not supposed to be there. And I say this to you as a full-on secularist. I'm not a religious guy. I'm not a religious guy at all. I say it as a full secular statement.
Hmm.
You can watch later the video, and
So
then you can.
so my. I guess so now because you keep saying they weren't meant to be there. So who did the UN take territory
Let me
from
correct you. Let me correct you
in
first of all.
1947? No, no, I know, I'm just saying that's a thing that
First
existed.
of all, let me correct you about a few things. First of all, You know, it's a shame that you can't show me the video that I showed you. It's a shame because it covers that and what and all the important parts of this in very good English. Well, at least subtitles. But first of all, before the before the state of Israel, you have British occupation, okay? When the British conquered this place in World War I from the Turks, they promised to give us our land back, okay? And this was before the Holocaust. Okay, and even if we leave that aside, also I forgot, when they promised us to give us our land back, it's included inside of it Gaza and Judea and Samaria, and also, of course, the body that was before the United Nations recognized it, and the United Nations recognized it again. So we technically have claim from them to Gaza and Judea and Samaria. But in general, those places, they are full with antiques. They are filled with if you ask every archaeologist if you want, those places you have ruins, a lot of ruins of ancient synagogues, of historic records about those
Right.
areas and about Israel in general. It's insane that you have today people that are seriously call me an occupier in the land of my ancestors. It's insane. And let me remind you, they never had a homeland there. There was never a country or a kingdom named Palestine. And let me also tell you something. After the war of independence that we had, the areas that you call Judea that you call the West Bank and Gaza, they were under Egyptian and Jordan occupation. So they could have made a Palestinian state back then, but they didn't. And also the PLO, the Fatah or the Palestinian Authority, they originally have created themselves, if I'm not mistaken, 4 years before the Six-Day War, before we got Judea and Samaria. And their target was not to make the Palestinian state, it was to annihilate the Jewish state. They want to annihilate us. They don't want a state. Okay?
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Okay, you have other questions?
Oh, there's another question in the comments.
Yes, I see the great queen. She definitely enjoyed this. Well, you can read, please, what she said.
Oh yeah, she said, "Where is the humanity in the Palestinian people?"
Where is the humanity? Where is the humanity? That's what I also ask. With all the barbarism and violence that they did, that's it's like the Nazis. And tell me something. You can also you can't also show Wikipedia pages.
I could show a wiki.
Okay. So I have a big stuff for you and for the Queen Lady. Say, did you heard about a person named El Jamil Husseini?
Who?
Okay, give me a second, and then I will show you who. I'm going to show you a little bit about the closed thing that they had back then to somebody like George Washington or somebody like a founder. Just a second.
Listen.
We are going to talk about the Palestinian Nazi connection. Wait here.
So you're saying they're Nazis?
No, I say you will.
Well, they're
No, first
connected.
of
Like
all,
connected how? Connected how? You can't just leave that
you
open.
heard about it.
Connected how?
You're going to see how. I'm going to send you a. Just a second. Well, they're not. Yes and no. You had a. I'm going to send you to a Wikipedia page that's going to show you what I'm talking about. Just a second.
Yeah.
First of all, you had a lot of people there sympathize with the Nazis, and you also saw them a number of times waving with swastika flags. And in general, in World War II, you have a lot of Arabs that supported the Nazis. Just a second. Just a second. I'm going to send you in the mail.
The death toll on the Palestinian side has passed 8,000.
Well, it's the playmen and the Hamas. They are the ones that are using them as human shields. You know, that's the Hamas fault, not me. If they hide behind citizens, it's their problem.
Look, okay, so let me ask you this in a hypothetical. If someone is a target of a missile strike and they run into your house and they still strike your house, it's 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 the person that ran in's fault and not your fault for not pulling back on shooting the missile.
I say it again. If
So
somebody is doing what?
so I said somebody
I sent it to
there's an
you.
individual, there's a group of individuals, they are a target of a missile strike. The missiles locked onto them via GPS, whatever it is, right? Whatever. They run into your
Okay.
house. Whose fault? Whose fault is that? You know what I'm saying? That you got struck with a missile. Is it the fact that is it the people that shot the missile or the people that ran in your house?
First of all, I don't. When you're saying the people that when you're saying the people that shoot the missiles and the people inside my house, you mean the IDF shoot and the Hamas?
Yes, I'm saying you're a random person. Hamas ran into your house, or they hid underneath your house. You're not cognizant of it, and
Okay, then it's the Hamas fault,
you are still bombed. You are still bombed.
bro. That's the Hamas fault.
No,
Bro, if you were
how does that? How does that work? How does that work? If like I'll give it to you in a simpler way, right? If the police are shooting at somebody, right? They're shooting at a suspect, and the suspect runs by you. It's the suspect's fault that you got shot.
bro, first of all, he has a part of it. But first of all, yeah, is the police has a part of it too. That's called an accident. Accident. But you know what? Let me be accurate here. We gave them warning after warning to get out of the areas that we are bombing, that the terrorists are. Okay, multiple times. And again, this is not just a random person running next to some innocent guy. I mean, it's not a criminal running next to a random innocent person guy. It's their government, it's their leaders, and most of them sympathize with them anyway, in some degree. Okay? And, okay, bro? And in general, the reason that, and first of all, they get the water. In the south of Gaza, you have from the Egyptian border trucks with water and food and some stuff hand over to them. Of course, from what I know, they don't let gas into Gaza. Okay, so also, you hear me?
So this no,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
listening to you. So
yeah. I
so
want
this
you to
so this
go.
wiki page.
I want you to go deep into the Wikipedia. I want you to go down. There is a picture of him in a certain person, in a person with a mustache, shaking hands.
So this guy right here, you're talking about Amin Al Sunni. This is the person you're talking
Yeah.
about.
Yes,
Okay.
that is the closest back. That is was the Mufti of Jerusalem in the time, and I want you to look down. That was a Nazi sympathizer, and he was and he was in contact with the Nazis. There are even pictures. Go down and see it for yourself.
His opposition of the to British peaked in da 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 da.
He
So
also
it's
called for a lot
no.
of violence.
So look. I'm reading this right. 1937. Da, 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 boom 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 boom. French mandate limit on. Let me zoom in. All right, that should make it a bit larger for the people on screen. Yep, it's
Yes,
almost.
but that is. I want you to go to the punch of it. I want you to go down. There is a picture I want you to show.
Okay, that's fine. Hold on, but this other stuff is still important.
Yes, but I want you to show the picture of him.
British 1948 Palestine War. Okay, the participated in the establishment of the All Palestine government. Seated in Egypt ruled Gaza, the government won limited recognition by Arab states, but was eventually resolved by an Egyptian president in 1959. After the war, okay, what picture do you want me to show?
The picture of Jamal Hussein is standing with Hitler. That's what I look down. No, still go down.
I mean, this thing is long, dude. Like my
Go
bad
down
for
and you will
going
see the
over.
picture.
I'm going down. You didn't like tell me what exactly what is this? No. Is it in the middle of the page? Is it on the right side? Is it on the left side? Like where is it
It's
at?
in the right side.
Oh, okay. Well then so I don't skip it. Let's see.
You know what? I'm going to send you the picture. Just a second.
So it's just those two standing together?
No, they see the. You know what? I'm going to put in the comments. You saw the
So are you talking about
address.
this picture?
Also, not this, but it's also the picture that I'm talking about is before. This
This
one.
one?
This one. Do a close up on this, please.
Yeah, it's close as yeah, there it is. It's right there.
You see, this is what I'm talking about. This is the connection. They supported all this. They supported the Nazis in World War II, and Hitler promised him that after they will conquer the Middle East, they're going to do a Holocaust here.
So, all right. So
I'm not saying that they are descendants of the Nazis, but they are, in terms of ideology, they have a lot of shares with them. And
okay.
if you think about it, they are modern. The Hamas is a Nazi, is a modern ISIS. It's those are the Hamasis are Nazis. So if the Nazis have population, it's not my
So
problem.
let me help you out. This is why and before jumping down here, I read this because it seems like to me from reading like I didn't even get too deep in from the first two paragraphs of his life or whatever. He had a problem with the British government in general, and therefore it would be safe to say that if you have a problem with some people, the enemy of your enemy is your friend. That's been a saying throughout time, and so he
Bro,
so
that
he had
guy is he
he had
tried to make
opposition. He had opposition to the British, and you know what I'm saying. He had pure opposition to them.
because they promised to give us our homeland back. That's why he had a problem. But in any case, this guy to try to encourage hatred of Jews. He encouraged hatred of Jews. He encouraged massacre. Because of him, you had a lot of massacred in the 20s. It got, and again, you see the pictures also in other pictures of him with Nazi soldiers. He was Okay, this is if you think about it, this is where their ideology of hatred to Jews come from.
That no, that's like a that's like such a far that's a I get how you got. I
Bro,
get.
with
I
all
no
due
no. Listen.
respect, I am the
Wait. No.
one
Wait.
in
Wait. Wait. No. 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 Listen. Listen. Listen.
what?
I get. I get how you're making. I'm getting how you're walking to that area mentally, but that's not where people are. Like that. To say that these people sympathize with Nazis, they don't. They
They
don't.
are.
They
You want me to
don't.
show you? You want me to? You want to see pictures of them of right now of Arabs in Gaza with Nazi flags? You want to see those pictures? I can show you pictures of that.
Sure.
Hmm?
Sure. Why not?
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Why not? Why not? We're here
Give
already.
me a few seconds. I will show you pictures of that also.
Because
And in general, you know, in some
all I'm saying is, if you start beefing with somebody, the enemy of your enemy is your friend. Therefore, you end up making an acquaintance with somebody
bro, stop giving them
that you feel
excuses.
no. So listen. I'm saying that's how he could originally. It said he was originally with the British. He was originally for them or whatever, but then they didn't deliver on their promises, and he got fed up with them. So then he went to somebody else that he thought would give him what he wanted.
He wanted to massacre the Jews. That's why he became a friend of Hitler. Okay. Now give me a few seconds. I'm going to just a second.
No, is it Command F? It's Command F. Let's see. Compromise.
Honestly, it's a shame that you can't show the video that I sent you.
Disposed to compromise with the dude. Huh.
Okay, I found a few lovely pictures. I'm going to send you. Give me a second.
Okay, I see. Okay, okay. Now I'm down in here. Okay, okay.
What are you reading?
Okay, so originally he wanted a deal with Britain, but they fell out, and then this has been going on for so long. My God. My God, this is crazy. Okay. Okay. So I do no. So I again, I just want to say I wasn't advocating for dude. I wasn't advocating for dude because I can clearly see that he did have or does have some dis. He didn't like Jews. He didn't like he was
Okay,
distrustful. He was distrustful. He was distrustful of the Jews.
I sent you something in the mail. I sent you
And
three links to three Palestinians with the Nazi flag.
you sent it in what via email?
Yes, in email. Watch it. I don't know if you can show it, but you can see it.
Let's see. Link.
Tell
Yeah,
me if there is a
I
part.
can probably show it. I don't know.
Okay, that's your risk, bro. They show the Nazi flag with it, so your risk. Do a close up, please, and
No, I can see it right there. I can see that they somebody wove the Nazi flag in between the two Palestinian flags.
yeah.
Yeah.
Also, if I didn't say that the flag is
But
allow,
hold on.
also if I didn't say it, the flag is a lousy, cheap copy of the Jordanian flag, and the symbol, of course, is a cheap copy of the Egyptian flag, of the Egyptian symbol, and of course they took. Of course, because those two countries occupied them after the war of
Nope,
independence.
I can't see that other one.
Okay,
And
I'm going to send you. You know, we had a
hold
few
on,
days ago.
hold on. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna be able to see this other one either. Let me see.
Now you believe me
Believe you about what?
when I said that they when they here's a Nazi, here's a flag that they put that those scumbags put. Now you believe me that they look that they sympathize with the Nazis. Now you believe me?
you're talking you're still talking about the whole group of people. Like and
I am not talking
that's
about
where
every one of them. I'm talking about, but I'm talking about a good number of them. Okay, they raise their kids to barbarism and violence from young age. Okay, maybe for somebody in the US it's not easy to hear this, but that is the truth.
I I look all I'm saying is that's what you're saying, and then they're saying something completely different.
Well,
So yes,
I showed you proof,
you can
bro.
say you can no what that's not what we're talking about here. I'm talking about them just being in just pure opposition of you and pure hating you. Like I don't think the vast majority of them even want to even go down that road.
The majority of them supporting the elimination of the Jewish that doesn't recognize a Jewish state. The majority of them. Every Arab that calls himself Palestinian is don't is technically declaring that he is not going to recognize a Jewish state. Again, it's like compare it with the Ku Klux Klan. Okay.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm good here.
So, what is your Queen Lady want to say also?
I think she's gone now. I think she's gone.
Yeah, but you know what? I want to talk about what I heard your friend Prime said. He said that he sees that they are that he compares with them because of some report from Al Jazeera. First of all, correct me if I'm wrong, but if that is that he sees that he thinks that they are like your community. Correct me if I'm wrong, but your community does not hide behind children and women as human shield. You don't abuse kids. You don't abuse gays. You don't do honor killing. You don't circumcise your female. So I think if I was in your shoes, just I want I
so look,
can
what we hey,
I want I can finish my sentence.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on,
What?
hold on, hold on, hold on.
I
I
want to finish
can't,
what say what I
I
said.
can't. No, no, no. But here's the thing, though. The basis of your statement is something that Prime said. Prime's not even here to defend himself, and I don't even know what Prime said. We talked about that earlier, so I can't go down this road talking about what he said, and I didn't even hear what he said. I wasn't there for it.
Okay,
Like
okay. You
I
know what,
can't go down there because that's like bashing my friend, and he's not even here to defend himself.
bro? I'm
That's
not
crazy.
bashing your friend. I'm just I think that
I
he's
mean, but
getting his information
it's still
from.
his statement. Is still his statement and his stance. So I can't. So like removing him from it. You want to talk about like how people comparing black people and Palestinians to each other? That's what you want to talk
Yes,
about?
if I was in your case, I would not. I would be offended if somebody will try to compare me to those to those animals. And before somebody calls me a racist, let me explain something. They are human beings, of course. Nobody claims that they are. Nobody claims that they are not human beings. But also the Nazis were human beings and ISIS were human beings.
So
And
so listen. So
and like you call ISIS animals, so the same them, so same of them
bro, no,
with the Hamas.
you can't call them animals. See that's a thing, that's a thing to be dismissive of us black people that white people back in the day used to say about black people. Like they're just animals. They're just animals. You don't have to treat them nicely. You can do whatever you
Bro,
have to
what you
do.
call people that butcher babies with knives and take their and chop their heads off? What you call people that use that as human trophies and celebrate like this in the streets and
Listen. That
see people like
again,
this as idols?
that's not everybody, and you're still not.
But this is a big part of their
No, but
culture. This is a
that's
big part
part of
of
no,
them.
but that's what I just said to you is part of the point. That's why some people can relate because you guys are using terminology and verbiage that people have historically heard before. Therefore, some people would empathize with those people because they've already been through things like that.
Bro, okay, you know what? Okay, you know what? I will not call them animals in this conversation anymore for you, okay? But
It's
again,
not
those
about for you.
how,
It's about the question you asked. You said they shouldn't be. People shouldn't equate them, and I'm telling you that when you talk like that, that forces them. And in the way that you just casually did it, let me know that there's probably more people doing it. And I've seen TikToks where people are literally literally mocking the Palestinian people. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you ain't got no water, I got water. Oh, you ain't got this, I got that. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're literally mocking them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
bro, they ask for it. What they are getting, they made it. They made their bed. If they
no,
wanted the stuff, they should give us a
no. But
hostage bed.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
They cannot
You
carnage our people, and they cannot rape and abuse our people and think they're going to get away with this. Tell me something. After 9/11, did you did you know what? No,
after 9/11, did I feel away? Did I feel away about Arab people in general? No, I felt a way about terrorist organizations because I'm easily able to go straight to the organization and go, these people bad. I don't
those
go
are those are
I don't
neighbors.
go
Okay,
this whole group of people. All of them are bad because I knew a couple of them. Like there was a couple cats that owned there's a couple stores like
bro. I'm not saying that
stores.
all the Arabs are bad. Okay, that's what I'm not saying that. I had Arabs in my jobs. I had Arabs with me in the military.
But you said
Okay,
all Palestinians were bad, yeah?
I'm t- first of all, in my eyes, every Palestinian that call himself Palestinian is a racist, in my opinion. Okay, if he knows this or not. Okay, if he's just an Arab, then if he decides not to call himself Palestinian and not try to claim my home, then okay. It's like a person that they decide to be called a Palestinian. So okay, and again, I'm not saying that you should annihilate every Arab that calls himself Palestinian. And in the million time, in the million time I'm telling this, I had people with me in Arabs with me in my army in the army. I had in one of my ex jobs. Okay, and right now in Gaza, some of the Israeli soldiers that are fighting against the so-called Palestinians, or the Palestinians in short, are Arabs. There are a lot of Arabs that are more patriotic than the average Israeli or the average Jew, if you want. Okay, I can give you for you know what I'm going to after this video I can give you a link to some Arab YouTuber that is his name is Yusuf Haddad. Is he talking about what's going on, and he is against them more than the average Israeli. Okay, first and again they chose to call themselves Palestinian, and like I told you, that's a Roman name. There's no such thing as a Palestinian. You know what? Let's talk about shortly about the history of those so-called Palestinians. In
Wait,
the
hold on. Because look, this already went like it's already went like an hour and a half. We went through some stuff already or whatever. Like
Okay,
what are
let me
you?
just say something. Let me
Yeah,
just
yeah.
get my point. First of all, most of the Arabs that you have today that call themselves Palestinians, most of them immigrated to what you have today is Israel in the end of the Ottoman period, in the in the late 19th century, and in the British period. You know what? Most of them migrated in the British period. Okay, so again, most of them aren't they don't have so much big roots in there anyway. And when we had the war of independence, a lot of Arab leaders told them that, to leave, and after they will finish to butchering us, they can come back and have our houses. Okay, that's and you know how it's went in the end. So you get me?
Oh no, I heard you.
Yeah, but you
Um.
understand what I explained to you?
Oh, I heard you. I heard you loud. I heard you loud and clear.
Okay.
Um. So yeah. Again. So B, I want to thank you for having came on, and
Yeah, I want to thank you.
yeah. So yeah. Yeah. We're
I
gonna
would
be
be
around
also
here.
want to what?
Mhm. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I will also want to talk with Prime about this. Okay, so if Prime, if you're watching, I try to contact you, and in case want to talk to you. In case, see, thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak about what's going on here,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So
and I hope that we
yeah.
will rescue all the hostages safely
Yeah, I do too. Like I do too. Like I'm not
and
for people
annihilate
them
the
keeping
Hamas.
hostages. All right. So again, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks so much. Up out of here.